Hello everybody, welcome back to our channel, and today we'll be discussing the INJSO paper from the year 2021 that was conducted on the 17th of January this year. We'll be discussing question number 5 till 8. Okay, starting off with question number 5. A girl G walks into a room and then she observes these 3 toys, and you have to tell in which order will she see the images of the toy. Now, to make this question very easy for you, think of these toys as a source of light. So if the light from the toy can move towards the mirror and then get reflected back into the girl's eyes, then that means that the girl can see the image. Okay, let's start with point number 1. So if I draw this line, you can see I can draw a line just like that, and you see that the light never reaches the mirror and then to the girl's eye. You can think that okay, I'll draw a line like this. Now girl can see it from here, but it is said that she tries to observe the images of the toys in the plane mirror. So this won't be observable in the plane mirror. That is the important point here. So figure number 1 won't be visible. So these option number A and C will go away. So they cannot be the answers because 1 will not be visible. Okay, that's for the second toy. If I draw a line like that, the light moves here and I can continue that, and the girl would be able to see it right here. So this is the point where she'll be able to see the second object. Same thing for the third one. If I draw a straight line onto the mirror and draw a line so that the angle formed on both sides of the normal is same, we can very simply see that the third one will be visible right here. So the second one will be viewed first and then the third one, that is option number D. So this was the question, or let me just leave these annotations. Okay, now let us move on to the sixth question. A heating element in the form of a wire of circular cross-section area has a resistance of 310 ohms and it can bear a current of 5 amperes. Then the wire can be cut into pieces of equal length. Now tell me in which arrangement, or tell me how many pieces of wire should I break it into so as to make the maximum power draw. Now if I want to create a highest power draw, my resistance also needs to be the highest, and we know in parallel circuits the resistance is also very high. So we'll try and create a parallel circuit. That's one point to keep in mind. Now take this. If I take 220 divided by 5, 220 is the voltage and 5 is the highest current it can sustain. Every piece's length or each piece's resistance will be 44 ohms. Now that we have figured out the resistance of each piece, we can divide that by the total resistance which we have of the wire, that is 310 ohms. So if I divide 310 ohms with 44, I get 7. So 7 is our answer, option number A. This is not the correct answer, or this is not 100% true. It will be something like that, but we are rounding it off to 7. About 7 pieces will get our job done. Now coming to question number 7. If you put 10 grams of ice at 0 degrees C and 100 grams of water at 0 degrees C into a freezer, then which is maintained at negative 10 degrees C, ice will eventually lose a larger amount of heat. Now heat is given here, not temperature. Temperature and heat, are not the same things. So the heat loss from both will be the same because first of all their weights are the same, and second of all the temperature at which they are maintained is also same. So this is absolutely a wrong statement. ice and water both will remove or lose the same amount of heat. So first statement becomes false. Now let us move on to the second statement. At 0 degree C, water is denser than ice. Now this is a true statement because of the hydrogen bonds present in water. So we know that the density of ice starts decreasing after 4 degrees C, and this is a special behavior in water, whereas other solids generally we see that their density keeps on decreasing as they are cooled, or as the temperature is lowered. So the first statement is false, second is true. This means that the option is option number D, where S2 is true and S1 is false. Now comes the question number 8, which is the last question for the day. Consider parts of Halley comets near the sun, and second is the alpha particles scattered by a nucleus in the figure given below. The dots represent the sun or the nuclei, and the curve with arrow marked are the paths of the comet or alpha particles systematically. So we have to figure out which of these three representations represent the Halley's comet and the alpha particles. Now this is a very simple one. This is like a black hole in which all the objects are being moved towards the center. This is more like the path of a comet, where the gravitational pull of the object which is just spinning around, in this case the sun, will increase its speed. This is also the concept of gravitational slingshotting. And then this is basically the scattering of alpha particles about a nucleus. You must have seen Rutherford's experiment,